Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Frank Hamilton, online fitness coach. You know, the man with the motto, be grinding or be nothing. Hey, today at the request of my good friend Kelly, uh, whose husband Nick makes some great smoked chicken, asked me to demonstrate squats on the Smith machine. So that's what I'll be doing today. I'm going to demonstrate them the way I do them. Whether or not you feel they're the right way, that's your personal opinion, but this is the way and why I train my clients to do it this way. Uh, First and foremost, some people choose to use a neck pad. I personally don't. You're fine if you do, fine if you don't, completely up to you. It's based on how comfortable you feel while performing the exercise. And I've been doing these for a while, so I'm fine with it. So I'm not going to use the neck pad. Now, I also didn't set up anything before I started. And the reason is because what needs to be understood when you're going into a public gym is that it's not your gym. So there's no telling how many or who else was using the equipment before you got there. So first things first is that you do want to make sure that it's set up for you so you're not compromising yourself. Because often I'll see people walk into a gym, just look at a machine or anything and just sit down and start moving, and then they'll just start moving their body around to fit where the machine already was. Like, that's going outside of what your goal is, right? So we get up to the Smith machine. I personally think it's better to start with the bar lower than higher. If the bar is lower and you have to come down underneath, you can use more lower body muscles, glutes, some hamstrings, some quads to then get the weight up to the starting position. However, I feel if it's too high, then to get to the bar, you're on your toes and you're more in weaker parts of the lower body, ankles and joints and calves, things like that. So personally, like I said, I prefer to have the bar slightly lower. Now, the difference of the squats on the Smith machine and say squats on free squats on just a regular squat, with the Smith machine, you take away the need for having as strong a core or midsection because your positioning is locked with the Smith machine, as opposed to if you were doing a back squat, your stabilizing muscles have to be much stronger because you not only have to hold yourself up, you now have to hold yourself up with weight on the back, on the rear of your body, and you got to keep it all stable to perform the exercise. All right, so those to me are the differences of a free back squat using a barbell and the Smith machine. All right, so I got the bar set up under me. That way I can engage some lower muscles, my core, keep my core tight. I'm not gonna lock my knees out to stand up. I'm just gonna do like a mini partial squat of squeezing the glutes while keeping my core tight, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the hamstrings, squeezing the quads. I keep the bar on my traps, not on my neck. It's on your neck if you have to compromise your neck position or your head position to get into place for the exercise. You should be able to keep a neutral chin and your eyes facing forward, all right? So the benefit of the Smith machine is you can line up in perfect position as your starting position, shoulders directly over your hips. Why shoulders over the hips? It is a back squat, right? So you want the weight over the strongest part of your muscle that you'll be using, which is gonna be the glutes. So I got your feet position with any standard squat is you wanna have your heels out far enough that your hips can slide evenly between. The goal is symmetry. What happens when, as just a natural part of the body, when you bring your hips out farther than your heels out farther than your hips, your knees turn out, so you want to turn the toes out slightly as well. That is more of a natural bend in the knee, and then you minimize the risk of injury with your joints. All right, so we're going to start the position out, shoulders over the hips, heels outside the heels, toes and knees are in line. On the negative, I'm going to inhale, keeping my hips underneath my shoulders, at least parallel for the exercise is how low I want to come in depth. I want to start in the glutes, so I always tell my clients left cheek, right cheek, squeeze the glutes, hamstrings, quads. Never come up to the point where you're locking your knees out or you're pushing your hips forward. Your hips are not your muscles, and that's not where you're working. So again, on the negative, you want to inhale, keeping the eyes straight, chin straight. Keeping the weight over your lower body increases the time under tension for the lower body muscles that you will be working. That is the way I demonstrate squats on the Smith machine. If you have any questions in regards to how I do it or how you do it, feel free to message me. It's your boy Frank Hamilton, online fitness coach, the man with the motto, be grinding or be nothing. Remember, make it make sense. Have a good day.